Hare Krishna. We continue reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is. We are on chapter 4, Transcendental Knowledge, text 14. Na mam karmani limpanti, na me karma phale svaha, iti mam yo abhijanati, karma nasa bhadyate. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. There is no work that affects me, nor do I aspire for the fruits of action. One who understands this truth about me also does not become entangled in the fruitive reactions of work. So Krishna is speaking about himself. He said, yesterday we heard, he said he created the 4 orders, social orders and the spiritual orders, varnas and ashram. He made that. But he said he is beyond that. Why? Because even when he is not a conditioned soul, he's the Supreme Lord. So as there are constitutional laws in the material world stating that the king can do no wrong, or that the king is not subject to the state laws, similarly, the Lord, although he's the creator of this material world, is not affected by the activities of the material world. So it's like, for example, when the president, when he is visiting the prison, he is just visiting the prison. It's not that the police caught him and put him there and that he's forced to stay there till the police release him and that he has to follow the rules and regulations of the prison. No, he came there out of his will to speak to the prisoners, to see how they are doing, to see if there was someone who had reformed and so could be let back into normal mainstream society. So similarly, Krishna, he creates this material world. He's creating this material world, but he's not affected by any of the modes of the material nature. He's not. He creates and he remains aloof from the creation, whereas the living entities are entangled in the fruitive results of material activities because of their propensity for lording it over material resources. So Krishna just creates and he has nothing to do. Of course, he's maintaining it, but he's aloof. He's not saying, oh, I want to enjoy this material world. No, it belongs to him. What we are saying, I want to enjoy this body that is given to me. I'm going to enjoy it to the best possible limit. And then what happens? Because we want to enjoy. So we are doing different things. And then what's happening? We are doing these things, then we get the result of some of these things. And then because then we have these results and we have the desires, then we are continue to stay here in this material world. So the proprietor, although we are spirit souls, we are not this body, but we have this desire that we want to control, we want to enjoy, we want to own, all separate from Krishna. We want to control this material world, material elements. We want to control, we want to enjoy this material world. So then that keeps us here. The proprietor of an establishment is not responsible for the right and wrong activities of the workers, but the workers are themselves responsible. The living entities are engaged in their respective activities of sense gratification, and these activities are not ordained by the Lord. So we have certain desires, and based on our desires, we are doing something. It's nothing to do with the Supreme Lord. No, it's just we have these desires, and that's the reason we do something and we get the fruit of it. Like we sow a seed in the soil. If we sow cactus seed, we will get cactus plant. If we sow a rose seed, we will get rose plant. So what we are doing, we are going to get the result. For advancement of sense gratification, the living entities are engaged in the work of this world, and they aspire to heavenly happiness after death. The Lord, being full in himself, has no attraction for so-called heavenly happiness. What living entity, what we want to do good activities now. So then why? oh, so that after I die, then I can go to the heaven. I can enjoy even more. I will get better facilities for enjoyment. But the Supreme Lord, he doesn't have that attraction to go to Swargalok, to enjoy where there is more taste, more fragrances, more ways of enjoying. No, he's Atma Ram. He's completely satisfied by himself, full in himself. He's Atma Ram. He doesn't need anything external to satisfy him. The heavenly demigods, and who are the heavenly demigods? The heavenly demigods are only his engaged servants. The proprietor never desires the low-grade happiness of such as the workers may desire. He is aloof from the material actions and reactions. So Krishna, he does not want to go to heavenly planets. He is the owner of everything. He's the owner of this entire material creation, of the spiritual worlds, of everything. Everything. And the demigods, Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, Lord Ganeshji, Durga Devi, who are they? They are all devotees of the Lord. They're all devotees of Krishna, and Krishna has put them in this position because of their qualification to be able to be doing the duties of that position and their desire to do it. So Krishna puts them in such positions then. So
So I just have one question. So what we are trying to say here is that just as when we do some karma and we get the reaction, good or bad, but Krishna is not bound to that. When he descends on earth to fulfill the desires of all the living beings or his devotees.
That's right.
He doesn't bound. And so the one who understands that
yes,
is liberated.
That's right. He does not become entangled in the fruitive reactions of work.
Okay.
One who understands this truth about me. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because like if we believe this and we understand that he's not bound, because I have heard there are so many people who believe this कि उन्होंने ऐसा किया था तो उनको उसके results को reap करना पड़ेगा. But then how is he God?
Exactly.
Then how is he God if he has to reap the results of that? That means that he's not God.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. And you see, Krishna's activities is all auspicious for everyone. Krishna is never going to do anything which is bad for anyone. Does a father do anything bad for any child? Never. The father always has the best interest in the heart for his child. So now if a child is being naughty and if the father says, time out, you've been too naughty, I've given you too many warnings, now you have to go stand in the corner. Now, because of that, if the child thinks my father is very bad and he's so cruel and this and that, but why did the father do that? Because otherwise the child is just creating more and more mischief. He's just doing more and more mischief with which he might get hurt and he might injure himself and he will suffer more. So to protect the child, the father did that. Okay, time out, no more playing, you might get hurt. You're playing to such a degree that you're going to get hurt. So please sit in one corner. So what does the father have? The best interest for the child. That's all. So that's how Krishna is. When he comes, he has the best interest in the heart for everyone. Why? Because everyone belongs to him. Everything belongs to him. Everyone, everything belongs to him.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So for example, the rains are not responsible for different types of vegetation that appear on the earth, although without such rains, there is no possibility of vegetative growth. So Prabhupada is giving this example. Now Vedic Smriti confirms this fact as follows. Nimitta matram eva so srijyanam sarga karmani pradhana karani bhuta yato vaisrijya shaktayaha. in the material creations, the Lord is the only supreme cause. So the Vedic Smriti is saying, so who is the only supreme cause? Is the Supreme Lord. Is the Lord. The immediate cause is material nature, by which the cosmic manifestation is made visible. So what is the material energy? What is her position? What is the position of the Lord? And what is our living entity's position? We have been hearing now in Srimad Bhagavatam. We conditioned souls, we want to desire separate from the Lord. So he gives us this material world to fulfill these desires. And how is it fulfilled? By the agency, by the facility of the material nature. So, and then what do we think? Oh, material nature is the one who's fulfilling all my desires. But why is she doing it? Because the Lord ordered her to do it. She is his energy. He's the one who has provided everything. Yeah. So the Supreme Lord, he's the owner of both the material nature and as well as we, the living entities, we belong to him. We are his parts and parcels. And because we don't want to accept this point, why should I be a part and parcel of the Lord? I'm the Lord myself. Then we are inside this material nature. The creator.
Is it what you're trying to say is that when we believe that the demigod Indra is giving us the rain, then we are at fault?
Well, he is facilitating the rain.
But actually it is coming from Krishna.
He's coming from Krishna, and Indra ji,
Yeah.
what is he doing? He is put in that position by Krishna.
To give us that.
Yeah, to make sure that we get the rains when we are needed,
Yeah.
when it's needed.
Yeah. But actually it is he who's giving it. Though we say that the other demigods are creating the parts of our body, but still everything comes from Krishna, who is empowering them, right? That's what you're trying to say here.
Because ultimately, who's the lawmaker? It's Krishna. Whose laws are it? It's Krishna's. Who do the demigods listen to? It's Krishna.
So if we understand that, then we are, again, the same thing. That if we understand that, then we are at we know Krishna, is it?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
If we try to understand
Krishna.
this.
We are trying to understand. No, we cannot know Krishna in full. We can't know him in full, but yes, we can understand his position to whatever degree he allows us to understand. And understand that he's the Supreme Lord. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. So it's just that we are like, like the child who the father is saying, you sit down now, you're being too naughty. And then the child keeps saying, why you the father? I want to be the father. And then the child throws a tantrum. So we are like that. We are like, oh, Krishna, why you God? Why can't I be? I am God. Why do you think you are God? And so I'm going to do whatever I want to do. So we are like a child throwing a tantrum at the father.
Listening to you, I feel pity on ourselves. Really, like what we had thought and why we are here. So I really feel pity on myself and all our jivas, that how wrong misconception we had. But thankfully, we are getting the right conception now with his grace and mercy. So we should be thankful.
Yeah, so we should be, yes, very good what you said, that we should be thankful, grateful that we are given this opportunity to hear the truth. Okay. So we should feel very grateful and very, very grateful to Srila Prabhupada, who's giving us this, who's left behind this most valuable knowledge for us.
And I think not only the knowledge, the way he has left the devotees who are empowering every other devotee, because there is no competition in the society of his devotees. Each one of them is trying to empower the other person. They're not trying to, climb on their head and reach to the top, but no, each devotee, they don't want to be a guru. They just want to be a supporter who can connect everybody to Srila Prabhupada, to Krishna. So this is so beautiful, right?
Yeah, because that's Lord Chaitanya's teaching, no? That dasanu gopi paratur padakamalayor dasanu das. Be the servant of the servant of the servant of the servant of who? Of Krishna, who is the maintainer of the gopis. So just try to serve. Yeah. That's what Srila Prabhupada taught us. And that's what his disciples are teaching us. Yes. That's what the devotees are teaching us. Yes.
And I couldn't say it, but when I heard the lecture last time, you mentioned that if we listen and then the whole day we meditate on what we have heard that day, that was so nice that every time we can, oh, this I heard in the Bhagavatam class. Oh, today we talked about this. Oh, this was the Kunti. So yeah, that was, because I was not able to reply that time, but yeah, that was really, really useful, I must say. That has helped a lot. Like if we try to meditate whole day on just those 4 lectures, it's enough. Nothing else needed.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, nice. Very nice. Thank you. So we continue reading. The Lord. So then what is that? The created beings are of many varieties. We'll just finish this. Okay. The created beings are of many varieties, such as the demigods, human beings, and lower animals. And all of them are subject to the reactions of their past good or bad activities. So even the demigods are subject to the law of karma. The demigods are, but Lord Krishna is not. So the Lord only gives them the proper facilities for such activities and the regulations of the modes of nature, but he is never responsible for their past and present activities. Now we might say, oh Krishna, why is this happening to me? But then I need to see, what did I do, you know? I am responsible for my activities. I am responsible for whatever reactions I'm getting for my activities. That I can't blame to Krishna. So that I have to take my own responsibility. What am I doing? What am I doing? In the Vedanta Sutra 2.134, it is confirmed, Vaishamya naigrahanye na shapekshatvat. The Lord is never partial to any living entity. The living entity is responsible for his own acts. We can see, you know, in a classroom also, the teacher gives homework to everyone. Now, then it depends on each individual child to what degree they take it up, to what degree they want to study, you know, and then the results are different for each child, depends on how much effort they put in. So similarly, we are responsible for our own acts. The Lord only gives facilities through the agency of material nature, the external energy. The material nature is just a facility provided to us. She is an agent. She is providing us the facility by which we can pretend that, oh yes, I'm the controller, I'm the enjoyer, I'm the owner or proprietor. So anyone who's fully conversant with all the intricacies of the law of karma, oh, what's happening? Hare Krishna, are we still on?
Yeah, we can hear you properly.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know what was happening here. Okay, so anyone who is fully conversant with the law of karma fruitive activities does not become affected by the results of his activities. So what does it mean? Oh, just because I know there is a law of karma means I will not get the result. No, but I have to act in that way, because if I'm fully conversant, then I'm going to act in such a way that I'm not going to get attracted to these fruitive results. That means fully conversant, because then I'm acting in a way that I'm not attached to these activities. In other words, the person who understands this transcendental nature of the Lord is an experienced man in Krishna consciousness, and thus he is never subjected to the laws of karma. So a Krishna conscious person a Krishna conscious person who has understood, he's understood the transcendental nature of the Lord. He's understood his own position. He's above the law of karma. Means what? He's liberated. It's a liberated platform. What does it mean that it's not subject to law of karma? Means it's a liberated platform. So one who does not know the transcendental nature of the Lord and who thinks that the activities of the Lord are aimed at fruitive results, as are the activities of the ordinary living entities, certainly becomes entangled himself in fruitive reactions. But one who knows the supreme truth is a liberated soul fixed in Krishna consciousness. So, yeah, if we think that Krishna is subject to the laws of nature, then we won't be able to get out of this, our own entanglement of karma. So we should try to become Krishna conscious, try to become Krishna conscious. And then Prabhupada is saying, one who knows the supreme truth is a liberated soul fixed in Krishna consciousness. So it all is together. Understand, knowing the supreme truth, being liberated, being Krishna conscious, it's the same thing. One who knows in truth, not what I think the truth should be, or not what I think the truth according to me is. Not that, but who actually knows the supreme truth is real, liberated, and he is fixed in Krishna consciousness. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And you know what helped me that day, our discussion, that, or how you were saying that, or we can think, oh, Krishna, you're the taste in this food or that food, So that keeps reminding me now.
Yeah, you're right.
So that was really helpful. That was nice. That was
Even me, whenever I eat, even when I eat my food, I try to say with every bite, Hare Krishna in the mind. So because I know that the food is Krishna.
Oh, wonderful.
Everything is Krishna. So yeah, that helps a lot.
Wonderful. Very nice.
And I think this all comes from the big gurus who are really trying to connect us to Krishna and Srila Prabhupada, who themselves are holding. And the best part is that they are just giving freely the love.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like how you are giving us the love of Krishna, how you are trying to connect us, each one of us, to Srila Prabhupada through whatever you can do the best. You're trying to connect us. So I think each one of you are so I mean, I don't want to use the words that you might don't want to accept, but yeah, you all are so merciful.
Not me, the devotees are very merciful. Yes, Guru Maharaj is merciful, Srila Prabhupada is merciful.
Yeah, so all, yes, that's making the difference in other jiva's life, and we are getting the way to connect to Krishna. We had forgotten from.
Yeah, we need to just tightly, as you rightly said, we just need to tightly hold on to their lotus feet, follow the instructions, and take their shelter, take the shelter that they're offering.
Yeah.
Very nice. Wonderful.
Thank you.
They are really, happy you're able to see that how much the devotees are giving us. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Bhagavad Gita ki jai.
Bhagavad Gita ki jai.
Jai.
Hari Bol.
Jai.
Hari
Bol. Hare
All
Krishna.
glories to the assembled devotees.
All glories to you and Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.